how An Achievable Dream changed my life, it gave me hope, it gave me opportunities, and ultimately gave me a future. And for me, that made all the difference. So when I think about the beginning, I think about downtown Newport News, 16th Street. Bad news is what they call it. I'm not sure if they still call it that, but what I can say is some good news came out of this story. So let's talk about the foundation. And the foundation that I want to speak on is the foundation that I got from the An Achievable Dream Academy. And I really want to stop there for a second and really talk about that a little bit more, simply because this foundation is the foundation that is built the man that you see in front of you today. Let's start at third grade. When I got into the program, I saw immediately the structure change. And that structure change, what I mean was there was a lot of discipline and consistency, that I was not really used to. Young black kid from downtown Newport News, Virginia, exposed to so many things I should not have been exposed to. Violence, domestic abuse, drugs, so many other things that were just negative around me. And because of those things, at one point I honestly believed this is what life is. This is my surroundings. This is my reality at this point. Not understanding that it's truly not my reality, just my current circumstances, and that those circumstances could potentially change. And when I realized that these circumstances could actually potentially change was when I was exposed to the An Achievable Dream program. Because now I have a different structure, I have a different outlook on life, because I'm exposed to so many different things that was technically literally a block away from where I stayed downtown. I stayed in the 800 block, which is literally 1 block away from the downtown campus, Dunbar-Irwin, where An Achievable Dream program started for me. But to think about how that foundation from third grade, learning the skill set, learning the sport of tennis and falling in love with the sport, not only did it help me stay out of trouble, which was very important in my community, doing other things outside of just hanging with friends and family members outside of school, I was now kind of introduced to individuals who did everything with enthusiasm. And I mean that. I mean to the point where you're getting off the bus, to the line where you're shaking individuals' hands. That could be the sheriff, the police officer, military crew as well. Being able to look another man and right in his eyes and give him a firm handshake. These were lessons and things that I were taught that now introduced to at a young age when I started, into the program. I have my class, I had orchestra. I was introduced to the orchestra where I'm playing the violin, the bass, the cello, things of that nature. Now I'm in different places. I remember going to Nashville, going to Tennessee, and being introduced to the game of chess at an early age. Now understanding how things aren't always physical, but there's a mental side to things as well. So being introduced to those things early on, it allowed me the opportunity to go to college. I was introduced to Virginia State University, and I was awarded a scholarship to play football and tennis. So to think about how I was exposed to this sport at a young age and this opportunity, came to me, it was really life-changing. So graduating college, 4-year degree, graduated with I want to say a 3.2 GPA, I believe that's what, cum laude. I was able to really sit back and think about all the educators, all the administrative assistants that helped me along the way get to where I am, and the foundation that the An Achievable Dream program gave me when it came to structure, right? It came to discipline. It came to how to handle success and how to handle failure as well through all of the teachings, not only from the athletic side, but also the academic side, which really helped me become the man who I am. And the man who I am today, I am a loving husband. I have 3 beautiful children, ages of 11, 4, and 3. And it's different for me really because I didn't grow up having my father around all the time. So it was a little different having a family of my own. I've never seen marriage, if that makes sense. I've never seen how to truly take care of a child. Even while I was a child, based on the community and my surroundings, things were always in disarray, I would say, sometimes. So I had to figure it out on my own. And I look back and think about the lessons that I was taught I remember Mr. Blackman. I called him MLB because he always had, the monogram on his shirt that said MLB. And I thought Major League Baseball, that's the only thing I knew. But I remember him having a conversation with me. He sat down and said, you don't have to be a rapper, you don't have to be an actor to be a Major League baller. And what he explained to me was that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And that one lesson alone is what got me through a lot of different things, because one thing I knew I could control was how hard I worked. And that's one thing I was able to do, not only getting to high school, getting to college, but even getting into the corporate world, where I wanted to kind of grow in the ladder from entry level to mid-level to leadership positions as well. So I want to say thank you for those opportunities. I also, want to pinpoint, I call him Mr. North Carolina A&T, Mr. Hodge, because little does he know, but he impacted my life as well. It was an opportunity where at a young age, I was going to have the opportunity to go to my first NFL game. So I can remember, going home and think, what am I going to wear? What am I going to wear? And cannot find anything to wear. So I put on a yellow shirt because we're going to see the Washington Redskins. I'm thinking yellow, maroon is close, right? So I get there. He sees what's on my shirt. He pulls me to the side and tells me, young man, you are not a thug. And then it doesn't resonate as it does today, because what he instilled in me was that, someone's perception of you does not have to be your reality. And then that helped me take things to another level. But I also want to talk about Mr. Coleman. I mean, not Mr. Coleman, but Mr. Who's Talking Coleman. That's the perfect name for him. Mr. Coleman, I want to thank you for the opportunities where I could talk to my principal. And that was different for me, because at a young age, your principal was almost like a celebrity. So being able to talk to your principal, and your principal, gives you different values and different missions and goals. And also occasionally, I beat him in tennis a few times too. So I'm going to leave that right there. But to Ms. Vreeland, I want to say thank you. I'm going to start there, because I don't know what I would have done without you in a lot of situations, where it was tennis camps, football camps, whether it was getting to class on time, whether it was eating during the day, coming to your office to see if you had any more Nutri-Grain bars, and now seeing where you are now, being the CEO. And again, I can't think of anyone else who, would be more suitable for that position, simply because of your love for the people. So to the An Achievable Dream program, I want to say thank you. Thank you for helping this young man build a strong foundation, not only in academics, not only in sports, but also in life. And with the lessons that I was taught through this program, I want to utilize those resources and continue to benefit others around me.